Shalom, shalom. This is More Yochanan, and I am going to be presenting this topic for my viewers. This is the keynote lesson on understanding the Shva. This exercise works best if you follow along and repeat what I tell you to say aloud. Your ear must hear what your mouth is saying clearly. So don't be afraid to speak up and talk back to me in this video. Some prerequisites for this lesson. You should already be familiar with all 22 Hebrew consonants and the sounds they make. Also, you should have some working knowledge of the Nikud. Some class norms. We will comprehensively represent the Shva with an apostrophe, with just a few minor exceptions. Some of the rules we establish can be bent, others can be broken, but we're going to give you a foundation for reading and understanding Hebrew. The Shidduch will be represented with the I, making the E sound. The Segel will be represented with the E, making the sound as an egg. Seti will be represented by the AY. Cholam will be represented by the O or the OH. Kibbutz will be represented by the double O. Kamatz will be represented by the A. Patak by the A. And then special note, the Shva can also be indicated with the superscript E that floats above the staff. Our transliteration approach comes from the perspective of native English speakers, and all phonetic interpretations are subject to error or debate based on a native Hebrew speaker's ear. You can always leave me a comment or a question by emailing me. So let's get into this. The first function of the Shva is to blend sounds. The first function of the Shva is to blend sounds together. Blending consonant sounds together is done in every language, including English. You have sounds like the GL, makes gl, glad, glowing, glove. You have sounds like BL, black, block, blind. You have the DR sound is another blend. And there are even three-letter blends like string or through, THR. Okay? When the Shva appears under the first letter of a word in Hebrew, rule number 1, it is indicating that the consonants need to be sounded together. Therefore, the consonant above the Shva and the very next letter must be shortened so that they can blend together. Let's try this. Here we have the word Shema. We have the shin with the Shva underneath it. The Shva under the first letter indicates that the first two consonants must be blended. So, sound sh for shin. The next consonant is the mem. Sound for mem. Ayin, of course, is silent. It carries no sound. Shh. But don't forget, the patak under the mem makes an ah sound. Shh. Ah. Let's try it all together. Shh. Ah. Shma. Shma. Let's move to the second function of the Shva. The second function of the Shva is to indicate a syllabic break in a word where two consonants meet. Shva is considered a vowel. You have to remember this pattern. C, V, C, V, C. That stands for consonant, vowel, consonant, vowel, consonant. As long as this pattern remains unbroken, any Hebrew word can be sounded out. Therefore, the Shva can sit between two Hebrew consonants and serve as a vowel so that the CV-CVC pattern is unbroken. Shema in Hebrew translates to listen and do. And here you can see the Shva under the first letter in the first position. The second word here, you can see Shva is in the second position. Let's sound out this word. Yud and Shidduch make Yi. Then we have the Shin, but this is the Sin version of Shin with the Shva underneath it, and it makes the S sound. Try it again. Yi, S, Yi, S, Yeast. Next letter we have after the Shva is the Resh with the Kamatz. Ra, Ra. And last but not least, we have the Aleph with the Seti underneath it and the Lamed making the Ale sound. Let's put this together. Yis, Ra, El. Israel. And there you can see the Shva represented with the apostrophe. It makes perfect sense to drill and practice this. So let's drill and practice this a few times just so that the rules can sink in, okay? Here is the Shva in the first position. Le, Tov. Okay, I know I went too fast. I'm sorry. Let's slow it down. I want you to repeat after me, okay? The tet makes what sound? Make the T sound. T, t. What about the holam vav? What sound does it make? O, correct. Last but not least is the vate. What sound does the vate make? Come on, really vibrate that V. T, O, T, O, put it all together. Tov, Le, Tov, Le, Tov, Letov. Very good. Let's try another one. This time, the Shva is in the second position. Veit with the shidduch underneath it is V. Noon with the Shva underneath makes the N sound. Put it together. V. Veen. Kaf Sofit makes the guttural sound. With the kamats underneath it, you have the ah. So you have ah or ha. Let's put it all together. Veen ha. Veen ha. Veencha. Try this one on your own, just for a minute. You can pause the video and get back to me when you finish. Okay, so let's break this one down. You have the noon with the shidduch underneath it. That is going to make the sound ni. And then the shin with the shva underneath it makes the sh. Let's put it together. Ni. Sh. Nish. Then we have the last syllable, or the thing behind the shva, and that is a bait and the patak with the ayin at the end, and that is going to be ba. Let's put it together. Nish ba. Nishba. Let's try a word with the shva at both positions. Le. Re. Sh. Le. Re. Sh. Le. Okay, something I want to point out. This shva under the lamet indicates a blend. It may be hard for English speakers to picture the L and the R blending together. So we add the small superscript E to help us out. Le. It's like a really small E sound. Le. Okay? And then we move on to the second syllable, or what's after the first shva, which is rish. And that the second shva is telling us what? After you sound the shin, stop the sound, take a breath. Rish. And now you can say the thing after the second shva, which is ta. Let's put it together. Le, rish, ta. Le, rish, ta. Le rish ta. Okay, you guys should be catching on to this pretty well by now. Let's up the ante one more time. This one is even harder. Now there are 3 shvas. You guys think you can do it? Let's take it step by step. Here we have be, shiv, te, ha. Let's try that again. Be, shiv, te, ha. Be, Shiv, Tika. Beshivtika. Beshivtika. You can rewind this video if you need to go through this once more. Okay? There you have all three Shvas accounted for. You have the Be, Shiv. The second Shva is telling you to stop at the Vate. Be, Shiv, Taka. And the third Shva is telling you to combine the Tav with the Kaf Sophi. Beshiv Taka. Okay? Well, guys, thanks for watching my videos. Please like and subscribe to my channel for more videos. I try to upload a new video every day. For content better suited to your language acquisition needs, please feel free to email me at salakia@gmail.com. You can also show your support for free education through Cash App at $ Edenic Son. Lastly, I have a book coming out soon. It's called Conversational Hebrew. It's going to go through all of the things that we talked about in my videos. That being said, I would just like to say, Lahitro.